They say that moving abroad is the start of a new life. But for Nzube Grace Obi, moving to the UK was the beginning of the end. Imagine selling your land, resigning from your high-ranking job in Nigeria, and flying across the world just to keep your family together, kakaka, only to end up in hospital bed, all alone, whispering your whisper final word to a telephone. He is a demon. Today, we aren't just talking about a tragedy in Derby. We are talking about a sister, a mother of four, whose family now screaming for justice from across the ocean. Grab your seat. This is the story of Nzube Grace Obi. This story that we're knocking today doesn't start in 2026. It started in 2014. For 9 good years in Nigeria, they married themselves kakaka. The family of Nzube alleges it was a circle of physical and emotional abuse. Think about that for a second. While the whole world was looking at her as doctor's wife, her family says she was living a nightmare. She even survived a fire in their home in Owerri in Nigeria. Fire so terrible that it took away the first child. Most women will run katakata away from that marriage. But Nzube, she stayed. She had 4 more children after the fire incident. She wanted her home to work. She was even an assistant director at FCMB Bank in Owerri, meaning she was a woman of substance. Both, they say she was fighting a war behind closed door. Months later, the call came into the wife's phone. And what was it in the call? He said, I need help with my school and with my work. Come to the UK now. Don't worry, there will be no problem. This is where the story now hurts. Nzube's family warned their daughter. They warned her not to go. They pulled her hair, the fatality. They objected the whole idea. But Nzube sold her car. She sold the only land that she had. She even resigned from that her career job, the one from FCMB, because she wanted to reunite her children with their father in Derby. She arrived in 2024 with hope. But within a year, the vibrant woman who left Nigeria with hope was diagnosed with cancer. The body can only take so much stress before it begins to fail. People always ask some questions. They will say, why do women like Nzube stay in that situation or in that marriage? It is easy for us outside to say, just leave that marriage. But for a Nigerian woman in the UK, your passport is often your prison. When you come to the UK as a dependent, your right to stay, your children's right to also stay, is tied kakaka to your husband's visa. In our community today, abusers use this like weapon. They're gonna tell you, if you report me to the police, the Home Office is gonna deport you back to Nigeria. And you even lose your children to the social services. It is a psychological cage that they put you. Nzube wasn't fighting cancer alone. Her family alleges she was fighting a man who knew he held the key to her legal existence in the UK. We have to tell our sisters this, that the destitution domestic violence concession exists if you don't know. The UK law has a way for you to stay even if you leave an abuser husband. Do not let a visa status be your death warrant. Nzube sold her land, sold her car to get to UK. She has nothing to go back to if she's been deported back to Nigeria. And that is exactly where the abusers, where they want her to go. So that she will have no bridge behind her and no wall in front of her. That is exactly what they want. Do you know that when this woman was going through this problem, these health challenges, her mother flew all the way from Nigeria to nurse her in the UK. For a moment, she was getting better because the mom was there. But as soon as her mother left back to Nigeria, because she doesn't base in UK, the darkness now returned to Nzube. Her brother, Munachi, says communication was even cut off within them and their sister. He says the husband seized the sister's phone. And when the family finally saw the picture of their sister, they were horrified pictures. She even looked neglected. She was crying out that she had no food to eat. But we have to ask, where was the community? Report from the family suggested that a local pastor was even aware of the friction in their home in the UK. They say the pastor intervened in dispute, but he even told the family back home in Nigeria that they should stay away. They shouldn't meddle into their relationship, that they will sort it out themselves, and they will even go on prayer and fasting. We also have to talk about the silence of the pulpit, because report mentioned that pastor was aware of the dispute. In the diaspora, our churches are our embassies. When we are sick, we go there. When our marriage are failing, we go there. But there's a dangerous theology of endurance that is killing our African women. When a woman says, he is a demon, or I'm being locked out of the house. The response should never be pray more, pray, or even fast, or submit more to your husband. Things will be better. It should be safety first, because we cannot continue to value the sanctity of marriage over sanctity of life. If a church sees a woman's health deteriorating while her husband is soliciting for funds online, or even isolating her, the church must be the first line of defense for that same person, not a bystander. We're calling on the leaders in Derby and across the UK. Please, when you see a sister like Nzube fading away, don't just pray, protect her. Then came the strangest part. January 2nd, 2026, the husband created a WhatsApp group for the family. He says he took her to the hospital for painkiller. The family panicked. Painkiller for a liver condition? Then, just 24 hours later, the message entered the WhatsApp, and that shattered the world. She is gone. No goodbye, no final video call, just a text in a group chat. She is gone. Why the body of her was still cold before the family could say Jack Robinson, before the family could even process the grief, they discovered a GoFundMe account was set up asking for money in her name. The family calls it exploitation. Think of a woman's heart like a grand old tree. It can survive the wind, it can survive the rain, it can even survive the fire. But if there's a parasite at the root, drinking its life every single day, that tree will eventually fall. Even in the most beautiful garden in the UK, Nzube was that tree that I just mentioned. She survived a fire incident in Nigeria. She survived the move from Nigeria to UK. And she even survived the cancer. That was when the mom came to help her out. But her family believed it was the parasite of abuse that finally brought her down. If you're watching this video today and you are in Nzube's shoe, if you're sick, if you're isolated, if your phone is being monitored, please listen to this video. Do you know that there's a secret among or around the pharmacies? In the UK, you can walk into any pharmacy like Boots or even Superdrug, and ask for Annie, which is action needed immediately. They will take you straight back to a private room and they will call the police or even a kind of helpline for you. It's there, but you might not know. And that's the reason why you need to share this video for people to understand what goes on in our society here. Specialist support. There are organizations specifically for us, especially for we Africans. And some of them are African Women Scare and South Hall Black Sister. They understand our culture. They know about the pressure of the family back home in Nigeria and also the visa issue that people are going through. What about the digital breadcrumbs? If your phone is seized, by your partner, please try to use a library computer or a friend's phones to send one email to yourself or even a trusted sibling with date and fact. Nzube's story is a silent cry. But your story doesn't have to be like Nzube. We're making this video 15 minutes long because every extra minute is a chance for a sister to hear a piece of advice that saves her life. The UK police are now investigating. We are waiting for the truth. But let this be a lesson to our sister in the diaspora. Isolation, the abuser's greatest weapon. If you are in a new country and your phone is taken away from you, if you're being cut off from your family back home in Nigeria under the disguise of privacy, please scream, and scream loudly. Reach out to the authority. Your life is worth more than keeping the family together. Nzube's Grace Obi, we hear your family's cry. We are watching. Justice must be served. Please turn on the notification bell so that you hear bagam for any update on this story. Till I see you guys in the next video, please subscribe.